Alright, so hi friends, it's Harrison here, and today we're going to be talking about top surgery. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I booked top surgery last year, and I had to cancel it. So I'm going to be talking about my rebooking process because I have officially rebooked top surgery for this summer. So I'm going to get it done in July with Dr. Garramone in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm obviously pre-transitioned, I'm pre-testosterone, I'm pre-op, I'm pre-everything. And YouTube is a great tool for me to kind of take a glimpse into my future and to get the information that I need to start my physical transition. So I look up top surgery videos all the time, and it's been a really great tool for me. It actually helped me pick Dr. Garramone because I like the reveals, I like what other trans guys have said about him, and I like their results. So I chose them. And when I'm looking, all I really see is reveals and aftercare. I don't really see a lot of how-to videos on how to book. So obviously I've booked twice with Dr. Garramone, and I thought that maybe I'll make a video on how I booked that surgery. We'll start out from the beginning. So once I did my research and looked at before and after pictures, I chose my doctor. So I did a lot of research. I looked at a bunch of different doctors from all the way from like California to Canada to Florida. So once I chose, I went to his website. So I'll put that here. Boop. drgarramone.com, and I'll put all the links down below too. That website is really great. It has a lot of different links like surgery info, scheduling, pricing. It gives you a very realistic price point and gives you a lot of that information. So go ahead and peruse on that website because that's where I got all of my information. And from there, there's a contact us page, and you can send an email to the front desk and say, hey, like I want to schedule top surgery, and they'll say, okay, please give us a call. So I emailed last year, and then they responded with, please give our front office a call. And they were very, very nice. I remember feeling really nervous. I remember my hand was shaking on the phone. I was like, no, I'd like to book top surgery. And it was just like, I was really nervous about the whole process, and they made it very easy. They really talked me through it, and they were very kind. So don't worry about them. You don't need to be scared. They deal with it all the time, and they're very professional. I called them and just kind of talked about what I wanted to get out of it. They asked me like a few questions. I can't really remember exactly how the front desk phone conversation went, but it was basically like, okay, so you want to do this? So once I got off the phone, they gave me a few instructions like, please get us a signed document from a doctor saying that they recommend you to get this surgery. So I went to my family physician back in Canada, and he signed off on the form that they gave me, and that was it. And then they also asked me to take pictures. So they asked me to take a picture, just front chest, and then side view and side view, so that Dr. Garramone can take a look and see what kind of surgery would be best for me. So you can only do that if you're over 18. You can't send images like that if you're under 18. So I sent that email with the pictures and the form attached, and then we were able to figure out kind of what times and days would work for a phone consultation with Dr. Garramone. So I booked my top surgery when I was in Buffalo the first time, and then obviously I'm in New Jersey now, so I couldn't really go to Fort Lauderdale to do my in-person consultation, which was fine. Phone consultation works too. So he has the pictures of your chest and he can take a look. So he called me, we booked a date on when to have the phone consultation. He called me right away, and it was basically like a checklist conversation. It wasn't really anything too warm and fuzzy, which is fine. I don't really need that from my doctor. I just want him to do his job and get in, get out. So it was basically like, are you on testosterone? Do you smoke? Are you on any medications that we should know of? And any like pre-existing problems or anything like that. So it was very generic, and he asked me if I had any questions, and I didn't really have any questions because the website was very straightforward, and I already kind of knew a lot about the top surgery process, so I didn't really have any questions. But obviously he said if I have any, please call back, and he was nice. It was maybe like a 5-minute conversation, and then you're rerouted back to my laundry. Where was I? So after your phone conversation, you're rerouted to the front desk, and they're like, okay, well, would you like to book top surgery? And so I was like, yep, I would like to do it on this date if you have this available, and thankfully they did. And they said, okay, all we need from you now is your credit card information, so you can give that over the phone. They need a $500 deposit to book the top surgery and to block off that room in the hospital. So $500 deposit. You can do that through credit card, you can do that through other things, but I did that through a credit card. Then they send you an email once you're done with that. You're like, okay, I would like to book this, I'd like to book that. Then they send you an email that says, here's your top surgery date, and here are your medical forms that we need you to fill out 30 days prior to the surgery. And please send us pictures of the credit card that you're using and signed financial agreement that says I will pay this. So it's pretty straightforward. So obviously I didn't get to the 30 days before my surgery, so I never had to deal with any of the medical forms, but I took a look at them and they're pretty straightforward. It's just kind of like a physical, and then you have to get some blood work done 30 days before your surgery. But other than that, that was it. So the whole cost of the top surgery is $6,500, depending on what kind of, I think keyhole and periola or something like that. It can be a little bit more, but go onto the website and look at the pricing and you can see it really mapped out well. So $6,500 was mine. So you have the $500 deposit that goes towards the $6,500. So you owe $6,000 to Dr. Garramone, and then Garramone. The rest of that money is due 4 weeks prior to your surgery date. And then there's another fee, which is the hospital fee for the anesthesia, which is in between $1,625 to $1,900, which is due the day of your surgery. So all in all, you're kind of looking at like $8,000, $8,500 for the surgery, and they map that out really well. So kind of what I wanted to talk about too is that I canceled my surgery, so I had to rebook. And so I ate my deposit, my $500 deposit last time. That's erased. And then so I called back and I thought that I would have to just do $500 again to put my deposit down, but since I've canceled, they actually upped it to $3,000, which was insane. Or it might have been actually $3,500, I can't remember. But it was like, yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, like I have $500 right now, but I don't have $3,500 or $3,000. So just be aware that if you've canceled it, you're gonna need to up for your deposit. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a quick video on how I scheduled my top surgery, and that was it. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. But the website, drgarramone.com, has a lot of information, and go ahead and check that out. But overall, my top surgery is in July, so it's like 5 months away. So it obviously hasn't hit me yet, but I'm excited. I can't wait to get these off. And my buddy's gonna come with me, so shout out to my friend Mac. Love you, thank you for coming, thank you for taking care of me. But yeah, so I think that's it for my video today, and I'll see you all next time. All right, as always, thank you so much for watching, and take care.